Basically, she's into planes like that. I don't know what's going on. Guess who is sick again? You're right, it's me. I really thought I was coming out of this cough thing, and then I must have picked something up from the office because a few people are sick, and now I feel quite bunged up, and I'm gutted because this weekend is meant to be a scorcher, and I was looking forward to doing some really fun things, such as play golf with my husband and my sister today. Then we had our friend's birthday party this afternoon, well, this evening, and then tomorrow is Father's Day, so that's, you know, we've got a full day planned with my dad, so I really just had to be real with myself and be like, girl, you need a rest day. So today, that's what we're doing. I actually finished a thriller earlier on this morning. I thoroughly enjoyed it until I got to maybe the last 10% of the book, and I think the ending just fell a little bit short for me. But it did get me into a reading mood, and I picked up a book that I have been wanting to read for a long time, and I'm in a mood for a fun, crazy journey of reading. So I'm going to go downstairs to show you guys the book that I'm talking about. It is currently 25 past 1 in the afternoon. I've just got out the shower. I'm going to dry my hair a little bit, do a little bit of skincare, whack a mask on. Yeah, start reading. So let's get into it. I am going to show you guys the 2 books that I wanted to read today. I know that's very ambitious of me. So the first one is probably my most anticipated read, and it is Sky Daddy by Kate Folk. This is a fun, weird, quirky book in a sense that we are following our main character who basically she's into planes like that. She thinks that the way to finally fulfill that fantasy is to die in a fiery plane crash. And so an opportunity arises supposedly to hasten her romantic fate. I feel like this is going to be a very interesting, bizarre read. So we are going to start with that. I'm going to be using this Some by Me Galactomyces Glutathione Glow Serum Mask. I picked this up from Pure Soul. If I need vitamin C for my insides, perhaps I could benefit from vitamin C for my skin. So the only thing I hate about wearing face masks is that I am a glasses wearer. So I end up having to get my, ooh, she's juicy. It's actually so nice. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands and then I'm gonna probably lie down and read. It's just 15 to 20 minutes, so let's set a timer. Alexa, set a time for 20 minutes. So I'm gonna read for an hour and check back in. Okay, so I've had a nap. I don't feel any better really, but we are now on part 2 of Sky Daddy. I got to page 89, and that took me about an hour to read. So we're gonna power on through. This is part 2. It's a thick one. Hopefully that's gonna take like an hour and a bit. Maybe 2 hours. So far, it is really weird. The way that they describe airplanes is like the way you would describe like male love interests. And I suppose in this book, that is the whole idea. But it's not like in a like creepy vibe, if that makes sense. Like you could tell it's written in that way to invoke some sort of commentary about maybe this woman's, and not her mental well-being, but rather just like her thought process, I suppose. Clearly, I'm enjoying it and how bizarre everything about it is. So yeah, I'm gonna carry on reading a little bit more and catch you guys up maybe either when I get to part 3 or when I'm like an hour into reading the next chunk. So we are halfway through the book. Sorry, Ben's playing GTA. I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on. I don't know what turn is going to be happening in the second half of this book, but I'm still very much loving it. Oh my god, the sounds. I've done nothing because we've just been relaxing. We had some food. We made a floor bed in the front room, and that's where it's at. Sorry about the gunshots. So I have now reached part 3 of Sky Daddy. It has taken a bit more of a weirder turn, or maybe like a different type of weird, if that makes sense. Like there's a little bit more of a, dare I say, plot to it. Yeah, I'm still very much, oh my god, your feet. So I've been really enjoying this. I just feel like I don't know how this is going to end. Okay, so I actually ended up falling asleep last night before reading any more of this book. We are on part 3 now, so the home stretch. We have about just over 100 pages, I think. So I am going out today to Brighton with my dad and obviously like the whole family for Father's Day. But I'm going to try and read a little bit more because I think I've got half hour before they come and get us. So I'm gonna get into it. Okay, we're now back from Brighton. We're on page 292 and there is about 40, maybe 50 pages left of this book. So we're at the home stretch. I'm gonna finish this tonight. I promise. So this weekend's just been a reading vlog of this book, really. So okay, so it's been a couple of weeks now since I read Sky Daddy and I have gathered my thoughts and I remain with my 4-star rating of it because I thoroughly enjoyed this book. Again, just a synopsis, we have our female main character who has a bizarre attraction to airplanes in that way, and in her mind her dream is to marry a plane, and in order to do so she needs to be on board her soulmate plane, and the plane to be so overwhelmed with their love and emotions for her that they lose all control and therefore crash, basically. As bizarre as the plot is, I was not expecting this to really tug on the heartstrings, actually, because I felt quite maternal for her. This really exercised my empath muscle, and it was also a very interesting commentary on friendship and the differences in people and loving people as they are, because this was just so wonderful in terms of the fun, quirky, bizarre plot, but also the tidbits of how loved she actually was by her family. It was a really fun read, and I 100% would recommend it to anybody who's kind of been umming and ahhing about picking this up, because yeah, this was a fun read. Devoured it in 2 days. One of my favorite reads of the year so far. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little reading vlog. I'm gonna try and do a little bit more of this kind of video because I have way too many books that I want to read, and I think I've got some really fun, weird girl lit that's scattered around the house, all over my bookshelves and in various rooms in the house. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!